Ghana is a middle-income country with vast resources at its disposal. It has a market-based economy with few policy barriers to trade, which have made its economy even more robust. Its mixed and digital economy has paved the way for some notable billionaires in the region to become the richest people in Ghana. Ghana's stock exchange ranks as the 5th largest in Africa, a promising rank for such a country that has worked hard to become one of the best countries in Africa. The country also ranks as the world's 2nd largest producer of cocoa. Its vast resources have poised it to rank as a middle-income country. Ghana's richest people control at least $2.5 billion, which represents 6.4% of Ghana's GDP. They have a combined wealth of $29.3 billion total and employ over 150,000 Ghanaians directly. Without any more delay, let's dive into the richest families in Ghana. Watch till the end because this is going to be mind-blowing. 8. The Bitar family. John Rachid Bitar was a Ghanaian of Lebanese origin who established John Bitar & Co. Limited. He was a cash crop farmer in the Brong Ahafo region in 1955, and his company has grown to become Ghana's leading producer of premium quality wood products under the Free Zones initiative. Operating 3 large factories, the company specializes in the manufacture of various products from the finest tropical hardwoods and softwoods. John Bitar & Co. Limited undertakes logging and sawmilling activities and exports high-grade tropical hardwood timber to the European, North American, and African markets. The Bitar family's wealth is mainly from timber processing. The company has a total forest concession of 1,000 kilometers squared, comprising 536 kilometers squared of forest reserve and 464 kilometers squared of off-reserve, and employs over 3,700 workers with an average annual turnover of over $40 million. In 2006, John Bitar & Co. Limited acquired Metrostar Limited, a plywood processing plant based in Apawa, near Takoradi. In 2010, the company also acquired concessions in Gabon. John Bitar & Co. Limited process over 15 different species of wood. Only 5% of output is sold on the domestic market, and some 25% is exported within West Africa, with most of the remaining 70% going to Europe. John Richard Bitar has a net worth of $450 million. 7. The Azar family. Elias Azar, a Lebanese immigrant in Ghana, set up Azar Chemical Industries as a family business in 1968. The company initially operated under the name City Paints and traded in building materials and imported paints. The company began manufacturing paints in Ghana in the 1980s, operating under the name Azar Chemical Industries, which later became the Azar Group, comprising City Paints Supply Limited and Sinres Ghana Limited. City Paints deals in paints and related products, while Sinres deals in the production of packaging products. The company is run by his 2 grandsons, Ghazi Azar and Rustam Azar. Ghazi Azar is the managing director, and Rustam Azar, who passed away, was an executive director. Azar Chemical Industries Limited is the manufacturer of Azar paint and Shield acrylic paint. Azar Group employs over 300 people. Azar and Shield's paints are leading acrylic paint brands in Ghana. Shield is currently the leading premium quality paint manufacturing company and has about 9 different products on the market. Ghazi Azar co-owns City Paint Supply together with the late Rustam Azar, and they are the official agents of Hempel Paints in Ghana. Both Ghazi and the late Rustam Azar own shares in Wire Weaving Industries together with 2 engineers. Wire Weaving Industries is a producer of drawn wire products and separately employs 100 people. This Azar family has a net worth of over $520 million. 6. The Hitti family. Robert Hitti set up Qualiplast in 1973 as a small factory under the name Green Plastica Limited. A family business, the company started with 1 small depot and equipment that gave it an operating capacity of between 50 metric tons and 100 metric tons per month. They have a total of 60 employees. The name of the company was changed to Duraplast in 1992. Today, the Hitti Group consists of 9 companies, located all over the African continent. Suvino Paints control about 25% of the paint market in Ghana, with Ashfoam Mattress being the 2nd largest manufacturer of mattresses in Ghana. Myral Hitti is the executive director of Duraplast. Alwyn Hitti serves as chairman and chief executive officer of Ashland, while Bob Hitti is the general manager of Nestra Services Limited Ghana. The Hitti family has a net worth of $540 million. 5. Adamu Iddrisu and family. In the early 1950s, Alhaji Adamu secured his first contract as a sawn timber supplier to GNTC, a successor of Adachi Levities. By 1996, he set up a transport business which later became Global Haulage Limited. As of 2014, Global Haulage operated a total number of 380 trucks for various haulage roles. These are made up of 271 articulators and 101 cargo trucks. Global Haulage has been involved in cocoa evacuation since 1961, mostly for the Cocoa Marketing Board. Global Haulage from 1997 started setting up several licensed buying companies to support the haulage sector of the company and to increase profitability. He is also the founder of the Royal Bank, which had total assets of 439.3 million Ghana cedis as of 31st of December 2014. His children own majority shares in the bank. Abdul Aziz, a director at the bank, is the majority shareholder with 39.59%, followed by Abdul Mumuni, who owns 23.9%, with Fatima owning 22.9% and Abdul Zaku having 4.46%, while Hawa owns 3.93%. Adamu Iddrisu and their family have an estimated net worth of $550 million. 4. Milad Millet and family. Milad, a Ghanaian of Lebanese descent, founded Millet Textile Corporation Limited in 1958. The company was originally established to manufacture towels. In the early 1980s, the firm changed its name to Spintex Limited, and it developed into an integrated textile firm that manufactured high-quality textiles for the Ghanaian and wider African market. Spintex, however, faced severe competition as a result of the influx of imported used clothing onto the Ghanaian market. This was a result of the liberalization of the Ghanaian economy under the Structural Adjustment Reform Program of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank, which resulted in the abolition of import restrictions. Locally produced textiles could not compete with low-priced used clothing. The name of the company was subsequently changed to Printex in 1997. Printex exports its fine print fabric products to Ivory Coast, Mali, Nigeria, Benin, Togo, Burkina Faso, Gambia, Niger, Angola, South Africa, and Zambia. Presently, Printex operates at only 60% of full capacity as a result of the influx of cheap imports. The company offers over 20 different ranges of print. Aquafresh, another company owned by the family, employs about 100 people and was established as a limited liability company in 1994. Aquafresh commenced operation with the introduction of a product called Fruity. Milad Millet has a net worth of $620 million. 3. Awuah Darko family. Late Nana Awuah Darko Ampum was the first Ghanaian captain of the Accra Polo Club and also a Nkasuohin of Ashanti Juaso. He first established marine and general insurance brokers in 1969 after returning from his studies and working abroad. Nana Ampum was compelled to start Vanguard. Vanguard Insurance then grew to become the Vanguard Group. Vanguard Group of companies comprises Vanguard Assurance Company Limited, Vanguard Life, City Investments Company Limited, and Vanguard Properties Limited. The family of the late Nana Awuah Darko Ampum inherited majority stakes in his financial services empire and the first indigenous insurance company in Ghana. Most of the Awuah Darko fortune was derived from the insurance company. Notable heirs to the fortune include Daniel Awuah Darko Jr. He is the eldest son of the late Nana Ampum and is the executive chairman of Vanguard Assurance Company Limited. He is currently the chairman of Premium Group of Companies. Kingsley Kwame Awuah Darko. Kwame Awuah Darko is the chief executive officer of Money Systems. He has worked with Vanguard Assurance Company Limited and City Investment Company Limited as vice president, and he is the founder of Matrix International Holdings, marine and general insurance brokers. Mr. Kwame Awuah Darko was recently appointed as the new CEO of the Tema oil refinery. David Awuah Darko. David Awuah Darko is the founder and chief executive officer of the IC Securities Group, an emerging markets investment banking, wealth management, and securities dealing firm with operations in several markets across Africa. The company promotes Wilmer, Tullow Oil, and other multinationals. Harold Awuah Darko. He is the chairman of United Pension Trustees Limited, founder of Nationwide Mutual Healthcare, and a director at Vanguard Assurance Company Limited. He is also the chairman of the Sewing Magazine Industrial Development Fund. 2. The Kalmoni family. In 1912, before the First World War, the grandfather of the current managing director of Japan Motors Ghana, Salem Kalmoni, arrived in Ghana from Lebanon to start some trading activities. His company, Kalmoni & Sons, soon branched into truck boards, and in 1958, he imported the first Japanese car, a Datsun, a brand name which was later changed into the world-famous Nissan. Kalmoni & Sons were renamed Japan Motors in 1965. Today, it has 5 branches across Ghana and employs over 330 people. The heirs to the Kalmoni fortune are Jal Kalmoni, Salem Kalmoni, and cousin. Now had Kalmoni work in the car industry, leading Japan Motors and Silver Star Auto. The other Kalmoni brother, Salakweku Kalmoni, is in charge of the family's real estate companies, which include Advanced Constructions, Lakeside Estates, and Silver Star Tower. The Kalmonis obtained their fortune from their automobile company. Japan Motors is the sole dealer of Nissan in Ghana, with a market share of 26% of new vehicle sales in Ghana. Also, they are the sole distributor of Yamaha Motor, which controls 80% of the motorbike market in Ghana. Oman Fafur Trading Company Limited is also the sole authorized distributor of Canon products. It is the largest retailer of photocopy machines in Ghana. Advanced Construction is a construction company that operates a block factory and is located at Lakeside Estate. The Kalmoni family has a net worth of $700 million. 1. The Irani family. 2 Lebanese brothers, Anthony Irani and Edmund Irani, who immigrated to Ghana, founded Irani Brothers and Others Limited in 1967 to produce wheat flour for the bread and pastry industry. It accounts for about 60% of wheat flour sales in Ghana. They provided the required startup capital and have operated and managed the firm as a family business ever since. Anthony and Edmund Irani, who both had technical expertise in the flour milling business, provided leadership for the company. One of the unique attributes of the company is that the 2 brothers developed and implemented a good succession plan to identify and develop the capacity of individuals within the Irani family to take up leadership positions in the company. This plan has contributed to the operational success of the company over the past 40 years. Although Anthony and Edmund Irani are both deceased, the managing director of the company is a member of the Irani family, a son-in-law of the founders. Irani Brothers and Others Limited is the oldest and largest wheat flour mill in Ghana and is one of the most successful of Ghana's 2nd and 3rd generation companies. Irani Brothers are the market leader in wheat flour production in Ghana, with about 55% of the total market and employ over 400 people. The Irani family has a net worth of $800 million. Every year, new billionaires emerge, signaling that Africa is a powerful and increasing force in the global economy. After looking at this list of Ghana's wealthiest families, it's clear that Ghana is a business-friendly country, with the vast majority of them going into business and are now considered wealthy entrepreneurs. Tell us what you think about it in the comments section below. Let us know if there are other Ghanaian families worth mentioning. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification. Thank you, and see you in our next video.